Hello everyone. In this lecture, we'll finally import the garment created in Marvelous Designer into Blender. We'll also learn the essential settings you need to create beautiful, professional quality renders. When you launch Blender, you'll see a default cube in the center of the scene. We won't need this for our project, so let's delete it. Make sure the cube is selected. It should have an orange outline. Then press the X key. A delete menu will pop up. Click Delete to confirm. Now it's time to bring in your garment. Go to File in the top menu, hover over Import and select FBX. This will open a file browser. Select the FBX file and click Import FBX. The avatar and clothing will be loaded into Blender. Note: there is also an option for FBX Experimental, but do not select this one. The avatar and clothing should now be visible in the 3D viewport. Once imported, let's see how it looks. Click the far right Rendered button in the display mode toggle at the top right, or press the Z key and select Rendered from the pie menu. Viewing in rendered mode will likely look quite different from how it appeared in Marvelous Designer. This is because Blender's material settings operate on a completely different system, resulting in a different appearance than the textures seen in Marvelous Designer. We will now configure settings to achieve beautiful rendering. Blender offers two main rendering engines, each with different strengths. Eevee is a real-time engine that's incredibly fast, great for quick previews and game graphics. Cycles, on the other hand, is a path tracing engine that produces photorealistic results, but it takes longer to render. Think of Eevee as the speed option and Cycles as the quality option. This time we'll use Cycles to create high-quality fashion visuals. Click Render Properties in the Properties panel on the right. Change the Render Engine from Eevee to Cycles. Notice how the appearance becomes more realistic. Next, configure settings to speed up rendering. We switch to Cycles, but if your PC has a GPU, you can change the device from CPU to GPU compute. Using the GPU instead of the CPU can speed up processing significantly. There's one more crucial setting to check. Go to Edit, then Preferences, and select the System tab on the left. Look for Cycles Render Devices. You should see your GPU listed there. Make sure it's checked. Important. Only check the GPU option. Uncheck the CPU option. If your system doesn't have a dedicated GPU, using the CPU is fine. Rendering will take time, but you'll get beautiful results. Next, we'll adjust the rendering quality. The Render Properties window contains various settings. This time, we'll explain only the most important ones. Sampling is a value that determines how many rays are calculated per pixel. Conceptually, lower sampling yields a rougher image with more noise, while higher samples result in smoother, cleaner visuals. However, increasing sampling significantly extends rendering time. In the sampling section, you'll see viewport samples. This controls the quality of what you see in the 3D viewport right now while you're working, not the final render. The default is 1024, but that's overkill. Change it to 128. This gives you a decent preview without making your viewport sluggish every time you rotate the camera. Sampling also has a render setting, which controls the number of samples used when finally exporting the image. The default max samples is set to 4096. This produces extremely high quality, but can take a significant amount of rendering time. Change max samples from 4096 to 512. Even with this value, you can achieve sufficiently beautiful results. The denoise feature allows you to achieve beautiful results while keeping the sample count low. Denoise uses AI to automatically remove noise from the rendered image. With this feature, you can get clean results even with fewer samples. Understanding noise threshold. This setting tells Blender how much noise is acceptable before it keeps calculating more samples. A small value like 0.01 is sensitive to noise and calculates more samples. A larger value, like 0.1, is more tolerant of noise and requires fewer samples. These three settings, max samples, denoise, and noise threshold, work together. As you gain experience, you'll learn to adjust them based on your specific scene. For now, our recommended settings of 512 samples with denoising enabled will serve you well. This completes the basic rendering settings. The Render Properties panel contains many other settings, which will be covered in the advanced lecture.